Hello. Okay. Something I see so often is folks that are anxious, stressed out, overwhelmed, disconnected. And the way I see our health and our well-being is I really see it on a spectrum. So that's one side of the spectrum. The other side of the spectrum, aligned, grounded, ease, peaceful, calm, centered. Essentially, I see that as an expression of where and how our bodies are functioning, the frequency that our nervous system is at. You can think of frequency as like a radio dial. You can think of the side of the spectrum that I described, feeling anxious or stressed, as almost like that fuzzy radio channel that isn't quite dialed in. It's too far out of frequency, fuzzy, chaotic. The system is not regulated. As we move to the other side of the spectrum, we feel that crisp, clear, directly on one channel, very clear. Maybe it's calm music, whatever that looks like to you. Essentially, when we regulate our nervous systems, we can dial in that frequency and shift how we feel and how we function. So I am putting out Lighten Your Load. This is a 6-week course to help you create happier, healthy living overall. Our first week inside that course, we're going to deep dive into our nervous systems, how that affects the way that we feel and function, how it is affecting you feeling anxious, stressed, overwhelmed, and essentially help us begin right from week 1 to give you tools to regulate your nervous system, to increase that feeling of calm and adaptability within your body. First things first, I'm going to give you a tool right now, just something to help you. This is a really simple tool that I use all the time. I always tell folks breath is something you always have. And when you add feeling and sensation into the body, it just dials that up. It gets the nervous system more online. So one of the practices that I do is I take my hands. This is almost like giving myself a hug. I still think of a little bit of extra self-love and self-compassion might be a good time if you need that to apply this one. I take my 2 hands, I basically place them around my rib cage here. It's right at my side here. And I basically give myself a hug and I feel my breath expanding that rib cage with each breath. So I usually do this for about 3 breaths. I close my eyes, inhaling and exhaling. So as I'm inhaling, I'm feeling that rib cage gently open and expand. And as I exhale, gently contracting. What that's doing is it's turning my vagus nerve online. It's getting my parasympathetic or my calm and relaxed side of my nervous system online. So right then and there, I'm already starting to regulate my nervous system. I'm starting to tune that dial. And that's something you can do anytime throughout the day. You can do it whenever you need it. It's very calming and relaxing. I will close down my eyes and spend a few moments there, allowing myself to feel held, to feel supported, to feel like I'm taking up space with my breath. Something for you to try. Week 2 inside of Lighten Your Load, we're then going to layer upon that, and we're going to get into another very common thing that I see. Many people are going around their days holding on to a lot of built up and looping emotions. So essentially emotions, emotional stress, emotions are meant to move through us like water, like waves. They're meant to come and pass through and move through. So emotions can feel really big. There are a lot of stories in our world around whether or not we should be able to express and feel emotions. All that being aside, we need to complete an emotional loop. And if we are not fully completing an emotional loop, essentially that energy is continuing to run in the background of our nervous systems, and it's taking away energy from being able to heal and repair and recover and to essentially be calm and at ease. The reason why our nervous system doesn't know the difference between stress that happened today, stress that happened yesterday, and stress that may someday happen in the future. Our bodies feel like that is happening now. So whenever we have that built up emotional response, it doesn't matter when it happened in our life, but we need to take the time to complete that emotional loop. Week 2, we get right into that. I want you to know how to complete that emotional loop. And we go through other various tools for how to release that energy that is like I said, it's almost like stuck energy. It's not able to go to the natural processes in our body to help us down regulate, to help us heal and repair where we need healing and repair. It's stuck inside a loop, and that's using a lot of life force that we need to get it moving in order to return to more health and vitality. Weeks 3 through 6 in the course continue to build on this. We're going to continue to focus on shifting your frequency of your nervous system, aligning your lifestyle to support your body in the way that it processes stress to do that more efficiently, and then essentially optimizing that innate healing within you that leads to more ease as well. If the anxious, stressed, overwhelmed person I mentioned, if that person sounds like you, or you are looking for support on your journey, something to guide you along your way to regulate your nervous system, I would love to invite you to spend the next 6 weeks with us inside of Lighten Your Load. I am offering that course for $150 off on January 23rd through February 1st. You will be spending those 6 weeks focusing your energy on aligning your body, regulating your nervous system, as I said, and increasing your ability to stay calm. So if that sounds like something that would be of value to you, please check out more information on Lighten Your Load, and you will see the sale shortly. Thank you.